Time once again to solve all the world's problems in our daytime buzz. And joining us, as per usual, Corey Dillon from Mix 100.7 and Anjali Queen Bee McGuire from 95.7 The Beat. We are sorry that Drew Garabo could not make it today.
Yes.
And I have to represent the men of the world now.
Please. Represent.
And you are man enough to do that.
Thank you, Cyndi. All right.
Some members of Congress, including Tampa's own Kathy Castor, are saying enough with the moments of silence following the Orlando massacre. Representative Jim Himes from Connecticut said he won't be attending any more moments of silence on the House floor after mass shootings, arguing that they have become an excuse for Congress not to take any real action to address gun violence. Two more representatives from Massachusetts are doing the same. Do they have a point, or is it showing a lack of respect?
And didn't a lot of Democrats just walk out of the room, basically, when they called for the moment of silence in protest, which just makes it worse?
It does make it worse. I think that a moment of silence is respectful. It's a moment for everyone to come together, regardless of your position, regardless of your platform, and give respect to those who are lost. However, I do think that the moment of silence needs to be followed with action.
Yeah. I mean, it sounds like another distraction, frankly. I mean, everyone, you know, the Republicans are trying to distract from the Democrats, and everyone wants to do everything except actually deal with the issue at hand.
Well, and you know what?
And there's so many layers to the issue.
I know.
Oh,
that's
gosh.
the hard part.
That's
It's not,
the hard part.
There's not a one fix for this issue.
But it can't help. It can't hurt, rather, to give a moment of silence and respect for those that we've lost.
And you know what? The problem, too, and as we mentioned, the Democrats walking out doesn't help the situation. Why politicize any tragedy? It is just,
That's what they do.
It's disgusting.
That's all they do. I know.
You know, Donald Trump has politicized it. The Democrats walking out, that's a political statement. It's just, it is not what we need. We need action, and we need the issue of gun control to be tackled and dealt with finally once and for all. How many more people have to die?
But the problem is there are 100 guns on the street for every 89 people in this country. The guns are already out there. They're out there. People can get them if they really want them. And of course, as you mentioned, there's so many layers because,
I mean,
people are getting them legally, though. That's the problem.
Well, let's just start with the people who aren't mentally capable of owning one.
Absolutely.
Let's tackle this bit by bit.
Right. I mean, that's a hard area because, you know, that means that people have to expose their mental record, their health records. I mean, you know, and that's a line.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes, I know that, but is the ACLU going to step in and then say, well, wait a second,
let's find out.
A person with mental illness
I know.
deserves to be protected and deserves to be considered. So does potential victims of this person with mental issues.
Absolutely.
I know that, but a lot of these, many of these incidents, including the most recent one, this guy didn't have a criminal record. He didn't have a record of mental illness.
But he was investigated twice by the FBI.
Exactly.
But the FBI's job is to investigate crimes. The guy didn't commit a crime. That's the problem.
That you're right.
Until he committed the ultimate crime.
But there were signs.
But
from
if you're
the
alluding
moment
to the
this
fact
kid
that
was
I
this
could create,
big,
yes,
there were signs.
Well, we can look back now and say that, but you know, saying that your uncle is Osama bin Laden, is that a crime? No.
Yeah, the problem
That's
is it's Monday morning quarterbacking when the crime has already been committed and the tragedy has already happened. So, and with all those layers that we keep talking about, and there are many, how do you deal with every single prong of this humongous problem?
I would rather be safe than sorry. The old saying goes, if someone shows you who they are, believe them.
Yeah,
if someone tells you who they are, believe them.
Right.
What's the worst that can happen? I mean, I would rather be safe than be sorry.
I mean, the problem is that people didn't do what they should have done. His wife, or whatever she is, that was living with him for the last 3 years, drove him there. They cased the place out. She helped him go buy ammunition. She knew this was going to happen, and she didn't step up and say anything.
She's guilty.
She is.
In my opinion.
I mean, we could
go on for days.
For hours.
It's a problem. A big
Some
problem.
people will say just carpet bomb. Well, that's not going to solve this problem, and that's not going to make it go away.
No,
so that is.
Yeah. All right, let's move on. Earlier this week, oh gosh, this just broke everybody's heart. An alligator grabbed a 2-year-old boy in a lagoon near Disney's Grand Floridian Resort. Reports say the child was wading on the edge of the Seven Seas Lagoon in about a foot of water when the alligator dragged him in. The lagoon is connected to a series of canals and larger bodies of water, a humongous lake apparently. There are no swimming signs posted at the lagoon, but should Disney have done more to prevent something like this from happening? And we know now, again, after the fact, they have closed all of the beaches. I think there are 27 beaches that are somehow connected to the Disney resort, and they are all closed as of right now. Why? Why would they just post a no swimming sign? There are people that come from all over the world that may not be able to read.
Even though this family came from Nebraska, and they could probably.
But apparently, this has never happened before.
Right.
It's never happened before.
That doesn't mean it won't ever happen.
Precisely, but if it's never happened before, they don't have a point of reference. They probably never imagined that it would. No one did, including the parents. Because why would you? If anybody's going to be wading in the foot of water, although it was only a foot, it would be the parents, not the.
A 2-year-old.
A 2-year-old.
Listen. This is the gorilla incident all over again. You know, who's responsible? Is it the parents responsible? Are the parents responsible for not, having their kid in tow, or is the resort responsible for not doing more than just a sign?
I know we all want to place blame, but is there negligence involved, or is it just ignorance? It's like we all know there are millions of alligators in Florida.
But we all know that, but not every visitor that comes to Florida knows that. And I think as a parent, in their defense, if they see a man-made body of water next to their resort, they might think, okay, it says no swimming, but okay, it doesn't say my kid can't go in the water and get up to their ankles.
Yeah, it's not going to hurt to get his toes wet.
But that's just the thing. The sign is there and it says no swimming. I know it didn't say no splashing in the water, no wading or whatever, but they're probably thinking, oh, he's not hurting anything, oh, he's not bothering anything, but it's not that he's bothering anything, it's for his safety. We don't want you to swim, we don't want you to go there for his safety.
And there were lifeguards apparently there, even though this was at night.
Plus it was nighttime, it was after 9 p.m., so it can't be that bright out.
And apparently they have a daughter, a 4-year-old daughter that was in a playpen, in a play area. So why not have the boy with her?
I still think the onus is on Disney.
I do
if
too.
you're going to have a body of water that alligators are in, and you're going to have a lot of families around here, I'm sorry, I think that they have some responsibility in this, big time.
And of course now they've taken responsibility by closing. These things should have never been available for anybody to even wade in.
And as a parent, I also think that parents just hold on to your babies.
2-year-olds? Are you kidding me? That's what they do. They run. They get into trouble.
Even now, my daughter is grown. Even if we're walking down the street, she's got to walk on the inside. She's walk on the inside. I mean, just those little things. We just have to be more conscious of all the dangers potentially for our kids.
You're right.
Keep your babies close.
Yeah, especially when wildlife is concerned.
Oh my gosh.
Or humans.
I know people that water ski here with alligators swimming around them. Now, they do it every day. They wakeboard, and I've been out with them, and I'm looking in the water, and I see the alligators, and I think, why are you doing this? They never bother us. That's the mindset. They never bother us. They always stay out of our way. I saw a baby. I thought, if the baby's here, the mom's here somewhere. And you're still going in and wakeboarding.
And the baby's the one, obviously, that's vulnerable.
And just because nobody's had an incident yet doesn't mean an incident's not going to happen.
I don't know.
And that's more clear than ever.
That's for sure.
That's all the time we have.
Okay. Thank you, guys.
Thanks, guys, as always. And we'll be right back with more Daytime right after this.